So this is my follow-up video for the one I did previously 2 months ago, about the Husqvarna 310 Automower. So some people have asked me a few questions, and I said I'd do a follow-up video to just chart our developments in the last couple of months. So we're now just at the start of July. So the mower's been going for maybe 4 months now. And I'll just give you a quick pan of the garden. So you can see the last time I put up a video, it was quite yellow because the grass had just been cut and it hadn't had a chance to green up. So obviously, this being Ireland, we've had a nice bit of rain over the past couple of months. So it's greened up pretty well. You can see there's very little yellow, if any at all, on the grass itself, so it looks lovely. So just a couple of things then on it. I've left it at level 4. I haven't changed that at all. I haven't reduced it down because there's no need. The grass is lovely and low the way it is at the minute, and you don't need to go any lower than that. Well, I don't think you do anyway. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. I haven't changed the timing on how long the mower's going out for. So it goes out at 8:30 in the morning, comes back in at 8:30 in the evening, and charges itself during the course of the day then whenever it needs to. I haven't changed that. It's continuing to do what it's always done, and it seems to be cutting it perfectly at the moment. So I don't think I'm going to change it. At this point in the summer now, you'd pretty much, the grass would be growing as strong as it's going to be growing. So I think it's doing the job perfectly at the moment, so I'm not going to change it at all. So if I just bring you over here to the middle of the garden. So if you remember in the last video, you could see the line coming from where the charging station is, which is there now, right down the middle of the garden to the back side. Now, as you can see, at the minute, the line has pretty much disappeared. So the grass has overgrown it in the space of 2 months, and you can't make out really where that guide wire is going at all, which is nice. So you can see it. So I buried it. I don't know if you remember from the last video, I buried it like, 2 inches underneath the garden. They slit the ground with a spade and just slid the wire underneath, and then just sort of put it back down on top of that, and it's just grown back in nicely in place. So that seems to have worked perfectly. Now just back over to the edge, and you can see where I've put the wire, and you can see the difference in the grass length. Now, like I said before, I'm cutting the outside with a petrol mower. I didn't run the wire right up to the edge because, like I said before, I have a lot of ferns and shrubbery and stuff around the edge, and the mower get caught and things like that. So I just cut the edge with a petrol mower, and it seems to be working fine. And again, you can see like the grass is just really lush. Actually, the best way I would describe it is it's the very same as a golfing fairway. Like, it's just perfect at the moment. So you can see just at the entrance to the house, it's got a few little tracks that it's cut about. I mean, it's very small. It's not exactly very unsightly or anything, and the tracks don't last that long. So if you look down, you can see they disappear very quickly. So it's not that big of an issue. So actually up here you can see where I stopped the mower again. Just there you can see the difference. Can you maybe see where he stops there now? And the difference in the length of grass. So I'm cutting that again with the petrol mower because, again, that's an area where I have like a little planting area and stuff like that. So just better off cutting it with a petrol mower, let him do the main stuff. So I changed the blade once. So after 2 months I put 3 fresh new blades on the bottom of it, which you can buy pretty cheaply. And you can see that he's buzzing away. I'll probably maybe change him once more like before the end of the summer. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be necessary to change it anymore. He's cutting it perfect at the minute, so I don't see any reason. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, about our electricity bill. So you might ask, has the electricity bill shot up because of the amount of charging? Absolutely not. I haven't noticed any difference anyway. Like, we've had maybe 2 bills since I started plugging them in, or since he started working. I mean, energy prices are going up everywhere, I suppose, at the moment, so it's hard to really justify or to notify a main difference because of the mower. But maybe after a while, when the energy prices maybe stabilise, you might be able to see a difference from a previous build to that build. But I don't know, it's hard sort of at the minute to really identify how much exactly he is costing. But I tell you, I don't care what it's costing, it's worth any amount of money, because the amount of time that it's saving me during the summer in regard to cutting the lawn is great. Like, look at the size of the area. Like I said to you before, it's just under 950 square meters, and he cuts away. I have done nothing, and I mean not one thing in the centre of that grass in the last 4 months, you know, other than the edge. But in the centre of the grass, I haven't touched it, and that represents a saving of, I don't know how many hours per week for me, which means I can cut hedges and do other bits and pieces that I don't have to be worrying about this. And I don't stop him when it's raining. I don't turn him off or anything like that. He just keeps on going. Shuts down at 8:30 at night, like I said, turns on at 8:30 in the morning. So everything is positive, really. I have no complaints. In fact, you might think this is a bit strange, but I'm actually considering buying a second one, because I have another section of the lawn where that mower can't access, because it's over quite a large gravel driveway, and you know, he wouldn't be able to cross over it. Now I could lift them up and transfer him over, but I don't think that's a great idea either. I'd rather just get a second one and put him in that middle area. I'm that impressed with it. So yeah, positive vibes all around. I have no complaints at all. Seems to be working spectacularly well. So yeah, any other comments or anything, put them in or any other questions, put them in the comments down below and I'll answer again.